The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness. 98 KUPD.
I show rodents my genitals. Like, I got a disease. A hot air balloon go by right over Camelback Mountain. It was the neatest thing, and it just dropped behind it. I was going to tell you guys, but I wanted it to be my moment and mine alone.
Thanks, Dick.
It was beautiful. I was watching it the whole time, and then I didn't know what it was going to do, and it looked like it was going to mash into the mountain and just kind of went right over the peak and then dropped behind it. It's quite stunning. You guys should have looked. Should be more aware of your surroundings. I would have helped you out, but you know what? You're all adults. Figure out your own lives. What am I, your babysitter? Put your head on a swivel and look around every once in a while. Crying out loud.
Just watching the hot air balloons go by?
That's what I do now.
Why don't you just watch Brady's page?
Oh, God, because hot air balloons moving are incredibly entertaining. There's fire.
Both spectacular.
They're moving at a breakneck pace by comparison. No, not both spectacular. One, majestic and stunning. The other, your page. I'm just glad Dutchie wasn't here to see Brady's page. It's the worst. And people sending me, like, songs that, like, we're sorry about, here, play this song when the show's over. This will reduce you to a mass of blubbering tears. Eggleston.
Why?
Oh, yeah, I know. And I'm going to do it. It's almost like you regale in it. You sit and say, I need to, while I'm all cried out. I think I've been wrung out the whole weekend.
You're dry?
Oh, my God. It was just, just ringing and ringing.
I teared up looking at the pictures last night. I'm not going to lie.
Look, there's nothing about that dog. It wasn't awesome. So, yeah, so I think I'm all dried out. I don't think I could. The only thing that gives me hope is that wizard shows up and asks me to disembowel Brady, and I can have her back. Outside of that,
I'll give you 15 feet of the intestines.
No, I got to take the whole thing.
That won't qualify?
It's soul for soul, Brady. I got to steal get it back. And it's not like you'll embody her. It just brings her back. Yeah, there isn't a single. People hang around long enough. You get that little blip with dogs. And they're just so great. Anyway, and stop sending me sad things, songs and stuff. And again, I'm going to do it all morning. If you haven't already, just in your phone, keep Happy Endings Pet Euthanasia in your phone. And it sounds awful to say that. But when you need them, it's the greatest gift you can get. It's unreal. This guy says, Brady, how do you make 2 Instagrams and F them both up? Yeah, it's a good question because you screwed up the last one. They canceled you.
Right.
You say it was because you were too hot for Instagram.
Canceled.
I don't know. They just deleted it.
I never found out what.
I found out. Nobody could take it anymore. You're responsible for too many deaths. You were that Japanese suicide forest. Jake Paul went through once and counted the dead bodies and almost lost his job, so they cut you off. They put a fence around it. They never sent you a letter or anything. Just like, get rid of this.
Yeah.
And that was the one where you were actually trying. Like you were putting out you were putting on costumes and standing in front of stuff. You had your
it was
You're
promoting whatever is going on. You know,
right.
The restaurant originally and Brady's sauce.
Yeah.
Wild America.
No.
Wild things.
Terrible. All of it. To the point where the wide open landscape of the internet said that's the one thing the internet doesn't need. We got snuff films. We got
no more.
No more. This I won't tolerate. Eliminate it. And don't tell him why. And then you started your new one and somehow or another took it down a notch. It's amazing.
Somehow.
You motivated me.
I don't know how. It's not my motivation. Trust me, it would be better with a little bit of push from, look, we could make that thing better in a second. A second.
Just delete it.
Just delete it. Exactly what I was going to say. We can make it better in 1 second. Just gone. The internet, you'd smell it like fresh cut grass. The internet's better today. What's going on? Now, that anchor that was on it is gone. Anyway, Brady, you keep doing what you do.
Your boy's back in town, by the way, this week.
I don't know what that means.
Guy Fieri.
Oh, is he? That
How's
little...
he doing here again?
They set up in that parking lot again at that Bash's.
You know too much about the Bash's parking lot.
Well, it's hard not to see when you drive by and there's production trucks and
Bash's,
maybe it's not. Maybe it's someone else's show.
Bash's just put out a restraining order against Brady. That's enough. You've got enough. Yeah, stop it. And if Guy Fieri's, I flipped around and he was on something. And his little stupid shirt collar up to his ears because he's a turd. He's got his stupid tipped hair and his little bulbous head sitting on top of those shoulders with zero neck to speak of at all.
I'm the coolest dude in the world right now. Blap, blap, throw raisins on it. Shazamo.
I thought about going over there and recording him to say, could you wish my friend John a happy birthday?
Oh, yeah. No. And you wonder why I'd kill you and
Is he on Cameo?
Of course he's on Cameo. Anything. That little... He was the most...
He loves you.
Look, he was most ignored kid in school ever, which is why he's such a flamboyant turd now. Like he's just an attention-seeking weirdo. Standing in parking lots.
My friend Johnny's watched every Triple D 3 times. Huge fan.
Anybody with a catchphrase is a turd. It's just terrible.
Put it on a flip-flop. Ding dong.
Nobody likes your food. You know that, right? Like, not a soul. Every restaurant you've ever touched has turned to crap. How are you still a thing?
My tipped hair.
He's actually not on Cameo. I would have bet
that's surprising.
Money. Yeah.
Money.
Well, he just signed that big contract.
Yeah, he got a huge deal because
that was to keep him off Cameo.
Other brain-dead trolls can't stop watching him. I don't get the Guy Fieri. He's awful. It's time now for Brady to give you all the news only Brady knows. We call this the Brady Report, brought to you by our friends at Hooters and McUltra. You got football, close out the week. Seahawks and who tonight?
Seahawks and Saints.
Saints. That's not a bad one. Well, maybe. Seahawks are...
Jameis and Geno?
Yeah,
come on.
It's not the matchup we'd hoped for.
Come on.
It's on anyway.
But Breeze and Wilson, then you got something.
That game last night was tough to stare at.
Oh, my God. Through the rain?
Through the bomb cyclone. And the Colts
That's not a thing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's an atmospheric river.
I know. I read about it on Friday. But
it's an atmospheric river.
We were
bomb
reading
cyclone.
about it yesterday.
Yeah, it's just started a couple
Cat
years
5.
ago. Yeah, it's a Cat 5 bomb cyclone.
So they just made it up 2 years ago.
I don't know.
It's always been a thing, but it's never been a name.
Atmospheric river.
Whatever.
There was a river in the air.
Real.
Stop it.
And California bitches and cries they don't get enough rain, and then they get rain, and they bitch and cry there's too much rain. You people can never be satisfied. Anyway, the Brady Report brought to you by Hooters and McUltra. Football tonight, go see the Seahawks and Saints backups play each other, to the end. It'll be a good one. And try a Big Daddy McUltra and a 10-bone in wings on special. Only at Hooters. Brady reported.
Good Monday morning to you, Phoenix. Hello, world.
Hi.
Happy National Mother-in-Law Day.
Okay.
Go over there and celebrate with your mother-in-law. Take her to Hooters.
Did it on Saturday.
There you go. Some of you, go visit your mother-in-law at Hooters.
A couple of baseless fun facts.
That's a real thing.
That has to be a thing.
Although air traffic has been down during the pandemic, typically at any given moment, there are approximately 9,700 planes carrying 1.27 million people in the sky.
Wow.
The difference between Great Britain and the UK, which I didn't know there really was Great Britain is just England, Scotland, and Wales.
Yeah, it's just that island. And
the UK also includes Northern Ireland.
Which is...
Only Northern Ireland, right?
Yeah.
Because Ireland's its own thing. Scotland's sort of its own thing. It keeps trying not to be. It's occupied.
Didn't Brexit move the borders too, somehow, or made them?
Brexit basically said, "You're off the dole." Brexit basically pulled it and said, "You don't want." And then Scotland's like, we want to be free, but not that free."
Wait a minute.
Braveheart was on this weekend. Funniest movie ever.
Funniest movie?
Oh, yeah. William Wallace, the world's biggest failure. Terrible. And then he dies in the end because they caught him and then took Scotland over. I mean, the whole thing is about a dude who loses, like, over and over.
Didn't you piss Thomas Wells
Thomas
off with
hates
that?
when I talk about the farce that is William Wallace. It's a great movie if it's complete fiction. Sure, he battled the English, and he
one
lost.
battle, one
he
skirmish.
lost constantly, and then every time they'd get any gains, they'd give it right back. And it's different. 5 years ago, when they're like, "We're free. We don't need you, England. We'll do it on our own." And England's like, "All right, then. Here's the deal. You want to be free? Vote your way. If it doesn't go our way, you get no more money." "Yeah, you'll see." And then the day of the vote, it was like, "All right, we got to keep them. We got nothing. The only thing we produce is stupid curling stones.
Scotch.
That's it. They don't even do that. We do curling stones.
Every
It's
apple.
off that island. The witches. I forget what it's called, but
Witch's dumpling.
The dumpling. Witch's dumpling. The only place you can make a curling stone. That's how important we are to the circling of this globe. They make curling stones. That's it. That's their export. And heroin.
Every Apple iPhone, iPad, and Mac computer shows the time of 9:41 a.m. Apple picked that time because it's approximately when Steve Jobs would make his biggest announcement during their presentations.
At 9:41.
9:41.
In Cupertino. Because that's the automatic default for weather when you're getting a new phone. Like, damn it, I got to get Cupertino off of everything.
A new survey looked at the top gadgets Americans would love to get this year.
Jeez,
New iPhone with 5G. The 5G thing's big all around.
Sure.
Video doorbell, robot vacuum, wireless headphones.
Those robot vacuums have gotten expensive. I had the very first series of Roomba, and that thing would go like 8 feet and fill up. And these new ones are $1,000. Have you seen these? They're like
Bigger compartment.
I guess.
They got new ones that'll actually empty itself
Yeah.
and then go back out again.
It goes in, and that's what the only difference, because I'd come home and this thing would be like a sick dog. And it's up against the couch, like dust is coming out of it. And I'm like, how much crap is on my floor? I'd empty that little thing, but now then goes back to its little spot, takes its dump, and then goes back out and starts cleaning again. $1,000 though.
Yeah.
I mean, a woman is cheaper than that, right? She can vacuum the floor. I mean, not one you keep around.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
One you hire every couple days.
PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Those are all up there.
So those are the guys. There's nothing really spectacularly new this year. Just the iPhones.
This is huge news. Kraft Macaroni and Cheese launched a new fan club that lets you win their newest offerings before they're in stores. Next year, they're debuting a new line of Flavor Boost packets that make your mac and cheese taste like buffalo.
Meat?
Buffalo sauce.
Oh, like wings.
Like the city of?
Yeah, the buffalo spice.
Yeah.
Pizza or ranch.
I've got the taste of buffalo in my mouth.
You take a bite, it'll jump on a table.
Oh, it's like black snow and dirt.
So
is it the buffalo sauce or the buffalo meat?
Buffalo flavoring.
Oh. Again,
the sauce
or the meat?
The sauce.
Okay, good. Because I don't want my mac and cheese to taste like bison.
Didn't they do Flaming Hot Cheetos or something, too,
Of
a while
course they
back?
did. Have you seen America? We're disgusting.
Go to Kraft, FLVRS.com.
Or go to HomeDepot.com and order a bucket and a rope. Stand in the bucket and hang yourself.
Kellogg's is introducing Fruit Loops flavored milk. It's on its way. They started selling a Fruit Loops Carnation instant breakfast, but now they're stepping it up and they're going to make it a milk. You don't have to do the packet in there. It'll come in 14-ounce bottles. Gobble that up, John.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's great for you. Enjoy diabetes.
This is there's going to be an alcohol shortage coming.
Whoa, what?
Thanks a lot, Beth McDonald.
More families are getting together for Thanksgiving and Christmas this year. So stores in Southern California are already dealing with it because of the pandemic-related blockage, the backlogs of the ports in Los Angeles.
The blockage, man.
Yeah.
Need some Lady Dulcolax there.
Get some magnesium citrate
From all that macaroni and cheese with the buffalo sauce
That's
on
it.
it.
And the
Well, that
port
should
of Long
shoot through you a
Beach.
little bit.
They're the two busiest container ports in the U.S. 40% of all shipping containers pass through there.
All just full of alcohol from overseas?
Well, the regional manager for a chain of liquor stores in L.A. says have no idea which products they'll be getting each day.
Well, hopefully they weren't on the. Did you see that boat up around Seattle?
The
bomb cyclone apparently affected up there too, and tossed a few of the containers off of the boat. They're just floating out there in the ocean.
Where's our alcohol coming from?
I thought it was local.
Most of it is from
Kentucky.
Here,
Everything I get is from
Kentucky. We should have plenty.
Yeah. I know they're looking for truckers too.
Tito's is Texas.
Trucker shortage.
Yeah,
you're good.
I'm covered.
I saw your bar.
Yeah, I'm covered.
You're good.
I'm good, and that's just what you see.
Right.
I got a storage spot.
You got the cage in your house locked up.
Don't need to lock it, Brady. That's the best part about no children, no unhappy kids that'll wreck your day.
So you don't have to mark your bottles?
No. Oh. Do you have to mark yours?
Do you do that?
Yeah.
You do. You don't. Do you lock them?
No, we don't have a lock on it yet.
So he can fill it with water if he's smart.
He's not smart enough.
You don't think so?
No.
He is now.
I know. I'll tell you, Alex, you got to be smart.
Have you caught him?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Nothing fills.
Strawberry Smirnoff underneath his bed. Empty bottle.
You don't need to mark that.
Damn.
Gayer than I am.
So Lisa took the hit on that one.
Just give it to
That's
him.
her
Yeah,
bottle.
just let him have that. Brady's right. Give him the strawberry Smirnoff and let him go twink around in his room. Here you go, shortcake. Have a great night. Strawberry Smirnoff.
Yeah. His buddy Adrian slipped over one night on a
I
weekend,
bet.
and they both decided to down about half a bottle of strawberry Smirnoff.
Wow.
So after that, yeah, I got to mark them all.
So if it's clear, you can use water. It's great. But if it's not clear, iced tea gets beaten up by the alcohol. So if you pour iced tea in there, it doesn't water it down much. You just can't guzzle like 3/4. It has to be like for every shot you take, a half a shot of iced tea. And then by the time you're taking 7 or 8, you're mostly tea. You have to be smart and switch bottles. What's wrong
That's
with
the key
these kids
phrase of
today?
what
Idiots.
you just said there. You have
Be
to be
smart.
smart.
The kid's not smart.
No.
He's drunk on strawberry Smirnoff, sleeping with Adrian all night.
We're both on the floor.
Yeah, a couple of kids that smell like the strawberry patch.
A bus company in Hong Kong just launched a new 5-hour tour of the city that's specifically meant to put people to sleep.
5 hours? You can top that with one move at Brady's Instagram page.
They play that in the bus.
You should put that video on your Instagram, all 5 hours of it.
It's a double-decker bus. The entire tour is 47 miles. It goes nowhere. It starts with a food coma lunch, described as a 2-course Western meal.
So macaroni and cheese with buffalo
There are
sauce.
2 stops where people can hop off and take photos if they want, but not too many people are awake to take photos. That's how good it is.
So they just drive around to sleep.
Feed you a big lunch. Yep, and so you can get some sleep.
You can't go home and eat a lot and just lay down in Hong Kong?
Each ticket costs between $13 and $51.
Oh.
Depending on the type of seat you want.
Comfortable.
Yeah. There are 4 types. 2 0-decibel sections in the economy and bus class. Extra legroom section for people who want to stretch out. And the VIP panorama cabin over the upper deck.
Oh, yeah. To sleep in 360 degrees of boring views.
People who buy tickets are encouraged to bring a pillow and blanket.
That's weird. By the way, Scott Haynes said, I hate Guy Fieri, too. I understand Guy and Alec Baldwin are filming a movie called Rust Butt. Brady, you should go be an extra. Rust Butt, Alex. And that's the worst part. Every movie Alec's in, they're just going to be like, the joke is he's going to shoot someone on all of them. We got into it with a friend. Brett and I did on a text thread this week because he's a far right-wing gun guy, and he hates Alec Baldwin as a person. So he can't believe anybody's on Alec's side.
He's trying to get their guns away.
Oh, so I just saw it, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to throw a little nugget in here. And
Yeah, you did.
And
Yep.
it sent this. And then I get text individuals from Brett that are like, way to go. You got him off on some tangent. And evidently, once we made sense, he went back to just one of us.
Yeah.
And started to talk. And that one of us texted and goes, oh, you got Ted all fired up. Teddy loves that stuff.
2 buddies. They're 19 years old. They live in Tennessee. They pop by a Quick Trip in Sparta Pike in Lebanon, Tennessee on their way to work. And they would team up and buy a Tennessee lottery ticket. They decided to do it. The one said he wasn't going to do it before, and he was like, all right,
Wait,
I'll
you said
throw
they're
it in.
teens?
They're 19
Yeah, I was
years
going
old.
to say, yeah, they're going to be the last year of teens. To buy
Well, they just
lottery.
hit a $3 million ticket.
Dicks.
They're the buddies splitting the check.
Think of all the strawberry Smirnoff you can buy with that.
Adrian and Alex win $3 million and just the strawberry Smirnoff distillery.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Good Christ.
That would be awesome. Well, these two look like decent Tennessee. I don't know what that thing in the middle is. Is that Large Marge?
The the lady. Yeah, maybe she's the Windfall Willie of Tennessee.
Yeah, they just have an old lady as their mascot. I'm your sister, Granny. Yeah. Well, congratulations. I do hope that. If we could summon Brady's God for a second. Just, dear Brady's God, who killed my dog this weekend. If you could make it so Toledo and his boyfriend Adrian, his son's boyfriend Adrian, Toledo's son and his boyfriend Adrian could win $3 million in the lottery just to infuriate Toledo, completing the circle of father to son to father. Disappointed by his father, becomes a good father. Disappointed by his son. It's the perfect circle.
I feel like an Aaron Neville song should be playing right now.
Either way, the best thing would be, and God, you understand a disappointing son, I think. I've read the book. He was kind of a letdown. Please let Toledo and his son, and his son win the lottery and then not give any back. And then waste it all on Smirnoff, flavored Smirnoff. How is strawberry Smirnoff? It's got to be terrible. Why do you have it in the house, Lisa?
Lisa. Drinks it with Sprite.
I like cherry vodka. Something about that.
Part of the Red Fred program.
Strawberry seems so much gayer, doesn't it? Like if you had a room decorated.
Cherry's coming from John.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I'm gay. But I'm saying, like, if you had look, let me just put it this way, and just picture it and be open about it. If you came to my house and my bedspread was all cherries, you'd be like, a little gay. If it was all strawberries, you'd be like, super gay, 13-year-old girl's room. And it's probably because of strawberry shortcake. But cherries are like lottery
and, right. Strawberry
and
shortcake,
like gambling can be tied in. Strawberry's so much gayer than cherry. Cherry chicks have cherries. You know, that kind of thing.
Somebody else.
Yeah. Twink's a twink.
Right before you just explained that, somebody just texted in, hey, wait a minute, Holmberg, weren't you talking up cherry vodka a while
cherry
back?
vodka's good.
Now you're going to make fun of strawberry vodka?
Yeah, I am.
Where's the line, man?
Strawberry. It's the line. Strawberry is gayer than cherry. It just is. Because it looks like a dick tip. That's when Brady used to give strawberries to his mom and think that it was a good gift.
Well, you take the stem off of the cherry, and it looks like a dick tip, too.
Nothing better for Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, even get her those sexy chocolate strawberries. And we're like, you got to stop this. This isn't for mom. My mom likes them. I know, but remember 9.5 weeks when Kim Basinger ate that strawberry and we all realized, oh, my God. You can't give that to your mom. Mom, eat this delicious tip.
There's this guy in Duluth, Georgia. He's in trouble. Vina Odoncini. He got one of those COVID relief loans, the PPP loan.
Sure.
And they conducted an audit. He said he had 10 employees. He spent $57,000 on a Pokemon card. Pokemon, sorry.
I like your version.
Yeah, yours is
Pokemon.
$57,000 he got ripped off because
not sure what it's worth. They went down the line to find out the record Pokemon card.
Which one was it?
It was a 2002 Pokemon World Championship #1 trainer card. It sold for $31,200, but the record card went for $195,000. The Pikachu Illustrator rare card.
Yeah, that's a big one. Speaking of, did you see the dude after Mike Evans scored the touchdown with the Bucs?
Yes.
Number 600, he goes to the crowd and gives the football to a dude in a Mike Evans jersey. And then later, Mike Evans realized, oh, that's the number 600 for Brady. We got to get that ball back. That's going to the Hall of Fame. So a rep from the Buccaneers went to the guy and said, hey, we're going to give you autographed Tom Brady stuff and this and that.
Autographed jersey, $1,000 card, gift card.
Do you know how much that ball's worth?
No.
Right now, they're estimating between $350,000 and $500,000.
Easy.
That's what they see it going to. Like that ball could be worth $500,000. Had he held it and said, nah, you're going to have to buy this back for me. He was a decent person.
Can he do that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Once the guy gives it to him in the crowd, they don't have a right to it.
Okay.
They fine the player. The player gets fined. Every time you give a ball to a fan in the stands, you pay a fine and you pay for the ball.
Didn't it used to be pretty steep, and then now it's like the cost of the ball.
It's the cost of the ball plus a little fine. It's not crazy.
It's like $500.
And Mike Evans gives the ball to anybody in one of his jerseys, and he did a couple touchdowns. And he did it yesterday, but one was number 600, which goes directly to the Hall of Fame. There's only one guy who's ever thrown 600 touchdown passes. That's him. So this is a big deal. And they got the ball back. The guy gave it to him, and I'd have been like, I don't think so. Because you know what I always hear from football owners and players and everything. It's a business. This is a business. Right. It's not about emotion. Whenever these players leave teams, they always tell you, look, it's not about the fans. I love the fans, but this is a business. I got to take care of mines. Mike Evans gives me number 600. Whoops. Sorry, Tom Brady. It's a business. Fans have to stop being so. We're very emotional. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Like if I got like a world record breaking thing handed to me and then they came by, I'd be like, I don't think so.
Now, if Tom Brady, took that autograph jersey, like a Brady jersey, and said, thank you for giving me number 600 back and signed it, now the jersey's worth something.
No, it's not.
No?
No way. He's got how many autographed Tom Brady jerseys are there?
Millions.
But
lots. How many are signed like that?
Doesn't matter. How many
signed
are?
like what?
How many?
So now it's worth less because
this is the jersey that he wore when he threw the.
That's fantastic. That's the ball. There's one.
But now is that ball? I mean, that's going to the Hall of Fame.
But the jersey. To him, it would have been worth that. Yeah. If you gave him the jersey at the end and you start looking around, that's the thing. But that ball is the ball. So as a fan, you're like, I got to give it back because I love this. You know, they play your emotions that way. But if it's them, it's a business. We got to start thinking that way. As fans, we got to start thinking that way. You know, because I've seen that with home runs and stuff. Yeah. When they're like, oh, that was his 600th home run. And it's, you only have like 5 guys in the 600 club in baseball home runs. But if a dude hit his 600th, it's not worth that. But it would mean something like, nah, it's a business. He can buy from it. And there was one guy, the guy who caught McGuire's baseball, who sold it. And you sell it back. If he wants it, he can have it. Hall of Fame wants it, they can get it. But
Todd McFarlane has stopped buying all the
McFarlane kind of, but those are probably worth something now. Great press for him.
Didn't they blow up one of those balls, too?
That was Harry Carey's apartment ball.
That's right.
Shh, bastard.
I've got 2 Wild World stories.
All right, go.
Hello, my friends. I'm Brady Bogan, and this is your Wild Wild World.
Would you give the ball back, Brady?
Yes.
I think you would.
He's Mr. Mascot. Of course
Ohio State's.
I want to sit down and talk to him.
It's like
what their intentions with the ball is.
but they get you during the game. Hey, it's Tom Brady's 600th.
Yeah,
He's the only one.
They get you in the heat of the moment.
We're going to put that. We're going to put that in the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And you think you're part of the Hall of Fame thing? And they'll tease you and say, "We'll even put the video of you giving the ball back in the Hall of Fame."
Yeah.
Instead of the potential $500,000 that we would owe you if you played your cards right here. And yeah, it's a dick move from an emotional standpoint. But how many athletes bark out, it's a business, and start thinking of it that way. You paid for those tickets.
Yeah.
Brady could have afforded to buy that ball back from that guy.
That day.
Yeah. How much you want?
He tapped into his supermodel wife's account, which makes 3 times as much as him. $500,000.
Yeah, he'll be kicking himself.
And I tell him, I'm like, look, I'm going to give you a deal here because I could sell this online now that there's demand for it. We'll go $400,000. That'll be good. And we're doing it in cash, Tom, because this is going under the table as well.
This 61-year-old dude in Ireland has just been sentenced to 6 months in prison for releasing rats in his office. He worked for the county government. He'd been there for 23 years and then had a falling out with the manager.
He works at the Suns?
Yeah, Sarver used to do that.
He brought the rats into the office, set them free at night. When everyone arrived in the morning, there was rat poop everywhere. The guy was ratted out. Security footage.
Is that written, or did you come up with that one?
Please tell me.
Yeah, it was written.
Okay, good. And you didn't skip it.
The rats caused almost $3,500 in damage. So he had to pay for the $3,500 cleaning bill and got 6 months in prison.
Jeez. How many? I get a lot of rats.
The U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Ohio, OH!
Go on.
Just made a ruling that Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos
I saw this.
Are legally U.S. citizens.
They're people, right? They're counting them as humans?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can't.
They're over in Colombia, and the reason why is there's the Animal Legal Defense Fund has a couple of people, scientists that are studying the hippos because he started out with a couple of hippos.
There's like 80 now.
There's 80.
Yeah.
And so they're going to go over there rather than killing all the hippos because they're actually creating, at first they're doing some destruction, what they thought to the forest and all that, but it's actually...
They're helping out the ecosystem.
They are.
They're not supposed to be there.
So they want to keep it at that population right around 80, maxed
so
out.
Sterilize them.
So they're going to go down there and sterilize them.
Which is weird because I still have one question from that, and every story I've read has not answered it. What the hell's a cocaine hippo?
Right. Why are we calling
What
it
does
that?
it do?
Because he had his
funded by
little
cocaine.
ranch back there, and
I understand
bottom with
he
cocaine
had them,
money.
but is it a cocaine hippo or a hippo?
The hippo on cocaine?
The other reason they want to go down there is because the hippos are all muling 200-300 pounds.
When I first read it, I'm like, he used to haul coke in hippos? Who wouldn't notice that? Because they're not cocaine hippos. They're a cocaine lunatics hippos. But they keep calling them cocaine hippos.
Yeah. That's your wild, wild world.
Somebody says, oh, okay, I got to get that. Hang on. Get that hippo. Somebody says, why does John keep saying he's gay? I've been out of town for a couple weeks. What did I miss? Oh, I'm gay. I'm homosexual.
Well,
there you go.
Listen in.
So for those of you just tuning in, Buckwheat has been shot. I'm also a homosexual. I'm homosexual now. Tell all your friends. Hey, that Holmberg guy's gay now. Can you believe it?
Michael Campbell is from Missouri. He's undergone a transformation over the past couple of years.
Me too.
Tattoo transformation.
Oh.
He's one of these guys that's tattooed his entire head and face.
Idiot. He's gone an idiot transformation.
Yeah. He's got a pentagram on his forehead.
Oh, hey.
And it started with a bottle of Smirnoff strawberry.
We can trace it right back to the day he snuck Smirnoff strawberry right into his bedroom with Adrian.
A bow tie and a dog on his neck and the number 88 across the side of his head. He's convicted pedophile.
Okay.
He was recently ruled the world's scariest criminal.
Yeah.
The guy was arrested just recently because he was on his bike and runs into a couple. According to this, allegedly tried to sexually assault a woman while her partner slept next to her.
Why isn't he
I think he knocked the dude out.
Wow.
According to the documents, Campbell was described as a persistent sex offender. Allegedly tried to attack a woman pulling down her pants as her boyfriend laid next to her.
The woman wasn't pulling down her pants. That was poor English.
No, he was pulling
attacked a
down
woman
her
who
pants.
was pulling down her pants. He was doing it.
The documents state that when police contacted him, he was riding a gold bike that appeared to have been freshly painted with blue and purple paint under the gold.
Look
paint.
at that job repellent.
Yeah.
I got it.
He's denied the charge of attempted rape.
Every time I see this, I think of your phrase. Judge immediately.
You judge everyone immediately.
Oh, yeah.
When they look like that, judge them. Even tattoo people are like, all right.
Yeah.
According to Mr. Campbell, the woman had, in fact, sexual advances towards him.
Sure. According to you, she was pulling her
He
pants
told
down.
the officers that he told her no, or that he had a curfew and he had to leave.
You know what the great thing about this guy's face is? And it is covered in tattoos, almost to where it just looks like he's dipped his face in black ink.
Yeah, blackface.
He still grows a mustache, and just a mustache. He thinks that helps. He shaves everywhere else.
Looks like there's a little bit of a goatee, maybe, or is
Fu
that
Manchu
the
type
tattoo?
stuff, or-
Maybe a little Van Dyke going down.
But
I don't
even
know.
though you're right, it
But
gets lost.
He still works facial hair.
Gets lost.
I want to start a tattoo parlor that's just called CEO Repellent. You'll never be one. Put this on your forehead. I guarantee.
Unemployable tattoo shop.
I'm all for your expression and stuff, but the second it goes above your shoulders, you are no longer capable of being a CEO of anything. You can start a business, call yourself a CEO, but I give it about 8 weeks.
I feel bad. Sometimes the back of the hand guys, too, because that's visible.
Back of the hand guys get you?
Yeah, the tattoos.
I'm
Like,
fine
what's
with
going on
anything.
there?
It gets a little creepy if it's all the way like your whole hand's covered in spiders and stuff weird like that. But yeah, CEO Repellent. This dude, the second he said, right here I wanna, and he pointed to his head, he's never going to have a good job. Sorry, tattoo people. That's just a fact. And most of them know it.
Enjoy your strawberry jankum.
Yeah, it's the reason why most tattoo people stop right around where their collars can cover.
Yeah.
You can have sleeves and stuff, but you start getting creeping up around the neck and then behind the ear, and then one slips onto your face. you're immediately a middling guy. That promotion, it's going to someone. Angela got it, but she's less qualified than me. Yeah, but Angela doesn't have a spider on her face.
Let's get to the radio videos.
And a pentagram, forget it.
Yeah, that one's...
You're not winning any job
very
interviews.
Select company.
You could be brilliant and have a pentagram on your head, and I'd be like, I think it's a little too Charles Manson for me. I mean, everything about you is great.
Sorry, Squeaky. You're not going to get hired.
The face-to-face interview is going to screw you up. All right.
Champion, this is the finals of the Little People Slapping Contest.
Oh, my God. There's a Little People...
I don't know, Brady. I think there's only one little person.
Oh, it's just one. Okay.
Jest dwóch takich big rzeków.
It's in Russia? All right, Brady, God damn it.
So stupid. What is that? You want to see it one more time?
No. I didn't want to see it. I want to reverse it. God, I wish I was Dutchy right now.
I'm not posting that one on the HMS page.
No.
You got to post that one at
You
Boss
put that at
98
Boss 98.
Yeah.
Look at you're in tears. You're in tears. Really? See, what had happened here was a little person smacked a big person, and then someone added sound effects to make the squeaky dog noise. Like that's what a midget sounds like.
Up there with the dogs running,
the wee. Yeah, right. But anything there's a sound effect usually put in, it's not good anymore. But you tend to be the one that likes it, which is why you're trolling Guy Fieri at Bashes. You're losing it, man.
I enjoy the reaction.
No. You enjoy the video. And then you say you enjoy our reaction, but what you do is enjoy the video. You're becoming a sad old lady.
Maybe you'll like this one better, John.
Stop it.
God, I hope so.
I can't like it less.
This is a guy going across a
jungle rope bridge.
Kind of, yeah. There's planks on there, but one of the planks has a little gap in it.
Oh, he's on a bicycle.
You don't ride it.
Oh, he's riding the jungle rope. Oh,
yep.
Oh, man.
And loses the bike.
Did it go all the way through?
Yeah.
He's out.
Is that a guy?
Yep.
It's like Temple of Doom type
Does the bike
bridge.
go all the way through?
Yep. Oh, no, it goes over, falls over.
Into the water. They can jump into the Croc-filled river and get that.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's a big thud.
That's a weird bridge, too.
Yeah.
That's
Next
like,
one.
You see those in Scooby-Doo pirate episodes.
Next one is a guy putting rubber bands around a watermelon.
Okay.
See if you can squeeze it.
Oh, no.
It's an Asian man.
It's an Asian man.
Choking out a water.
With goggles.
So this is like a weird sex fetish.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. I like when BTS loses. What is that from? Again, Brady's feed's different than ours. Now that's an Instagram post, Brady. Go home and do that.
Yeah, you need to start creating.
You need to start doing stuff. Interesting things. That would be.
I got a good one on there over the weekend.
Oh, no. Did you see it?
I did. It's actually...
It's good. Thank you.
It's better than most on his page.
So is Youth and My Dog, and I didn't film that.
Is it one you created?
No, it's a repost.
Come on.
Every time you do that, I'm going to start an Instagram page of a needle going in a vein of his paw.
Stop.
And we'll see which one's more exciting. Because I guarantee you mine will be like, well, at least his has meaning.
Man.
This is for your biker squids out there.
Okay.
Trying to do the wheelies on the highway and everything.
Whoa. Look out. Oh!
And it gets
Oh, no!
Fireball!
Then the biker boys ran over all of them. Look at the girl in the...
excited she was.
Yeah, there's a girl in the back of a pickup truck that... She's like thrilled by it. Like she's jumping up and down like that was a great thing. Watch
the guy, after he gets run over, he managed to get up and backs off.
There's like two dudes that go sailing. Wow. Oh, my.
Ouch. Ow.
Oh, God, that's a terrible motorcycle accident. There's definitely wheelchairs involved now.
And they're excited about it.
Girls in the back of that truck loved it.
Did you get that? It's going viral.
Wow. Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Do we dare?
Slap fight?
That's not bad. I mean, it's... But
Oh,
again,
you
it's a
wanna see the boss
repost. It's
cave
not
in?
one of his.
Oh, it's not yours.
No,
so
it's
there
a
is
repost.
potential for this to be okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's good. It's a video that Brady found while combing the internet, not putting together himself. Okay. Well, then I can breathe easier. Someone else's.
I'm still trying to work on the Warzone audio in the background.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll see about that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, we've seen that one.
What is that, a pterodactyl being eaten by a...
I think it's a bat or something.
Fox bat.
Okay, I'm still bored by that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, comparably to the Scorsese film of him releasing the praying mantis. You know?
And Brady didn't provide commentary, so...
It makes it better automatic.
Yeah.
There'll be more of that. Don't worry.
Competition for Beth's page.
What is the bar that you set when you're, ooh, that video's going on my Instagram?
Extremely high.
Yeah, it's very, very high, clearly. Because all the good stuff doesn't make it. So you're extremely high is what you're saying when you're looking at videos?
Maybe.
That makes sense. Whee! Turn your head.
Don't,
Brett. Turn around. Toledo keeps pointing at something in the back.
Did I miss a spot?
Did you miss something on the back?
I was,
No,
back
further.
this morning.
It's like a big patch of hair there. Oh, yeah, you missed a big
There's a couple spots there.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Toledo's pointing. I'm like, what? Oh, he's pointing. I'm like, what's going on back there?
I just wanted to make sure I was
shower this morning with the pit bull.
What?
Huh?
Pit bull
the pit bull shaver.
Oh, Jesus. You got to be clear.
Yeah.
You got to clarify,
Okay.
man.
Well, I let the pit bull, Coco, she chews my hair
Was
off.
that just a little? All right, we'll get that off there. I got a razor out in the car. I'll help you out. It's a big patch.
I take back everything I said about you not being able to grow hair.
You look like a melanoma.
See, there is hair back there.
That's what I was wondering.
Go get checked for lice again.
I forgot about that. Brady took his bald head into the hair center to check for lice, and they played with him for a second. Like
Really? You need to check?
It's like giving a ball glove to a kid with no arms. Here you go.
Well, just in case.
You're just like all the others. We'll pretend for a minute. Might as well check me out. Clear.
Well, that wasn't much of a look.
Thank you, Lice Clinic of America.
That was great. The fact that you had to go in the first place is weird. Just shave the kid's head. That's all you do. Did she have it? She didn't have it. Did she have it? Kids get it like crazy now. It's no big deal anymore. It used to be a big deal. It's not. You don't remember if Kirby got it?
Yeah, she had it.
Oh, okay. You were clear because you don't have any hair.
Yeah. Pretty easy.
Brady went to the Lice Clinic of America and took his shirt off.
Check my back. I think I got it.
There you go. That is your Brady Report. It's 98 KUPD.
Big Red Badass.
What? What did you just say?
98 KUPD.
Bert just asked me, he goes, what Nirvana song are you guys doing on Saturday night, I guess, when the night of the singing days? We're not doing any Nirvana. Did Nirvana last time. There's a couple we'll do. I don't even know if we're doubling up on anybody. The only one we're doubling up on is Typo Negative. And we're doing a new one. Or a different one. Nothing new coming out of that camp.
I was just going to say.
But yeah, so that's a fun one too. But yeah, it's happening Saturday down at Copper Blues. Big Halloween, super shindig. Tickets are on sale right now if you go to copperblueslive.com and check it out. We're having a big Night of the Singing Dead party Saturday. And the best part is it helps out the Humane Society. So our friends at Copper Blues is putting stuff together. They got themselves the last of the Cha-Ching Chavez beer from Four Peaks. We're going to try to sell the hell out of that, sell it out, and get that check over to the Humane Society in the end. That's great stuff.
I got a few confirmations from the Arizona drinking team. Said some of them are going to show up. Scotty Karate's going to have a special thong that he's going to be wearing for you.
There will be no presentation of thong during the show, after or before, perhaps mostly after. But definitely we'll sing and dance, and then afterwards we'll drink ourselves silly right there at Copper Blues downtown. And I can't wait. It's going to be fun. Last time was a blast. We did it up at CB Live 2 years ago and just had a great time. It was just, and I had allergies so bad that night I could barely breathe. And just the fun of it all outweighed everything. It was so much fun. But this year, so far, knock wood, allergies are clear. We're going to be in great shape going up there and just have the time of our lives. So we'd love to have you out there helping out a great cause and mostly just drinking and having a good time. Speaking of drinking, a guy emails and says, the strawberry vodka, cherry vodka scenario, I agree. And he made the point. He said, if the four of us are drinking, Brady, me, Brett, Toledo, all having a drink, and Brady's got a drink, it's got a cherry in it. John's got a drink, it's got a lemon in it. Toledo's drink's got a lime in it. And Brett's got a drink, and it's got a sliced strawberry on the lip.
You know that's not
One's
happening.
gay. I know, and there's a reason. But you would have a drink with a cherry in it, right?
Yeah.
So there's something.
Usually a lime. But
me too.
Yeah.
I'm a lemon guy. But for the most part, if you drop a cherry in my vodka soda, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And also, I like those cherries that are soaked in alcohol.
Oh, those nitro cherries or whatever the hell. Yeah.
Lisa and Jill downstairs usually get me that for my birthday. Give me a big old bucket of those. You can pop the cherries and you're drinking.
That Old Smoky used to have that cherry
That might be what it
moonshine.
is. Old Smokies.
Just filled with
just nothing but cherries and alcohol, and then the cherries soak it up.
Fat Tuesdays in Tempe, they still got the big jar of it just soaked in Everclear.
Damn! And then a guy says, what about vanilla vodka? Is that twink?
You're kind of walking a razor's edge there.
It depends on what you're making with it. Because what I think it is it's gateway to twink. Like you could and then all of a sudden the next thing that goes in is some chocolate something or other. And all of a sudden you've made a gay drink. Drinks are definitely manly versus not so manly. And every guy will tell you, what are you drinking that twink drink for? You got a slice of pineapple hanging off of it or a stick with food on it is pretty much, even though Bloody
Marys, I think, are the exception.
Bloody Marys are the only exception. Yeah. You can put like a hamburger on a stick and put it on top of that. Outside of that, you get food falling out of your drink. One that was really super confusing, I called it a bi-curious drink. I used to get a
bi-curious drink?
Vodka grapefruit at a place. I can't remember the name of the place. And it had a bacon in it. Big old slice of bacon in it. And salt around the rim.
With the grapefruit?
It's called a salty dog because it's a greyhound. But it's called a salty dog.
Well, greyhounds aren't twink.
No, greyhounds aren't twink at all. But you get grapefruit, vodka, salt on the rim, and a chunk of bacon in it. They called it the salty dog. And I'm telling you, man, you haven't lived till you've had bacon in your... It was...
Brady?
Oh, it sounds like a weird combo.
No. Well, you just want the bacon by itself.
Yeah.
You're not into vodka.
Like bacon and grapefruit combo.
No. Well, that's breakfast. Everybody does. Well, normal people do. Have a grapefruit, some bacon, and an egg. You just push that big old yellow thing off the plate. But, you get bacon in there, and it's all... So I think it might be not gay in like a traditional twink way, but maybe bear. Like a bear gay. Because it is kind of like you get a piece of bacon and you get a little chunky
like
gay
closet?
Guy. Like a fat gay guy. No, you're out, but you're definitely... you're a bear. Yeah, there's drinks that make you go one direction or the other. You can see it. But strawberries are... Toledo's kid's on a gateway path to bad stuff.
Hopefully he didn't dig into those long drinks that he brought home.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the second you slice a strawberry down the center to put it on the rim of your glass, you might as well just be holding a dick. It's a fact. I'm getting a ton of emails of people being really nice about Dutchie the dog. Loads of them. And I'm trying to keep up with answering, but I'm just not going to. I'll just say thank you to all of you for being so kind. It is very nice of you. Every single person has been nice. A very few jokes in between, too. And the jokes have been kind of funny. Most of them having to pertain to Dutchie being better off in a world with Boss KUPD in it, that she should not be part of that. We should all be so lucky to not be part of that. We're going to miss the Guadalupe replay, but it's available on the podcast if you're interested. We got the What Would Brady Do coming up in just moments. It's 98 KUPD.
Big Red Badass.
What? What did you just say?
Badass. 98 KUPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.